Are we good to go? Are we okay with that? Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to start with our Niger wife. She is Dr. Mrs. Utheri Kanayo. She's from Kenya. She is a co-founder and principal of Freedom International Schools Africa. Isn't she looking gorgeous? Just look at her. Do we like to take care of our wives or not? Can we give her a
Well taken care of.
clap for
I
her?
love this, our Niger wife. I
Yes,
love it.
yes. Give her the flowers, give her the clap in the chat. Yes, welcome it. Yes, you're amazing. Just a privilege to have you here,
Thank you.
Mrs. Kanayo. So I'm going to just shoot some quick fire questions across to you. Are you ready?
Yes,
No
I
long
am.
explanations, just the quick fire questions, and you answer them quickly. Okay.
I'm here and I'm so excited to be among fellow teachers. Teachers are everything.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your service as well. So, Ugali and Sukuma, or pounded yam and eforiro, which one wins in the house, in your home?
Pounded yam and a forero.
All right, that's good. We're winning. We're winning. Good.
I
What's
love
your
Nigerian food. It's the
You
best.
do.
It's the best and it's
Delicious.
cultural. It's the best.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm proud of that. Yeah. Okay. So, Mrs. Kanayo, what's your go-to way to relax after a long school day?
Quiet time with myself,
Mm-hmm.
which is very hard to get. So it's
Hmm.
really precious. Like
Hmm.
only me, no children, no husband,
Just
just me.
chilling.
Yes, and I can maybe take a long shower. I can
Beautiful.
have just my thoughts. I can
Beautiful.
do some stretches. I love doing some stretches, some yoga. That
Awesome.
is precious. And I
Oh,
must make time for that.
I
It
love
doesn't
that.
come easy. It doesn't come easy.
I can imagine it's like luxury, isn't it? Where you're a leader,
It,
you're
I'm
a
telling you.
but that time of reflection is so beautiful and so
Yes.
necessary. So that's
Yes.
that's awesome. One more. If you could instantly fix one challenge in education, what would it be? One challenge
That
in education that you can instantly fix, what would it be?
or instantly
Yeah.
decolonizing the mind. And instantly is by telling people the greatness and the truth about Africa. You'll start
Hmm.
decolonizing your mind without knowing it's called decolonizing the mind.
I love that.
Yeah.
Decolonizing the mind. Beautiful, lovely. One more quick fire question. Who was the teacher that most influenced you growing up, Mrs. Kanayo?
Uh, my primary class teacher, and we're still in touch.
Oh,
She's called Ange Konyo.
oh,
She loved me. She gave me leadership. She gave me exposure to books. I wrote very good poems and compositions. I
oh,
was the soloist. She put me at the front and she didn't have to. And even at her wedding, I was the representative of the school to speak on behalf of the school. Even the teachers fronted me. So if she didn't push me for leadership to be seen and my confidence, I don't know. So I just love her and we're still in touch.
oh, I love that. Primary school. She made such
Primary school, my class teacher.
That is awesome. Lovely. Thank you
She's
so
wonderful.
much.
I wish she was here and she could hear me
Uh,
giving her flowers,
yeah,
but it's okay. I believe this is recorded. I'll show her.
it
She's
is.
amazing. And even my dad passed on the March. We buried
Hmm.
him in April this year, and she was by my side. I was
Oh,
a child again. She was by my side. That's how instrumental she is.
oh, that's so
She showed
beautiful.
up.
And
Yes.
we must send her this recording. Honestly,
Yes.
it's nothing
Yes.
like really appreciating people while they're alive, when they're
Yes.
still alive and well. That's awesome. So we're then
Thank
going to
you.
go into the show and tell time. And I'm going to start it off, Mrs. Kanayo. So I'm
Okay.
going to start it off. And this show and tell segment really is about us as educators just telling our journey, telling us the story of our journey in education. That's what it is. We all do show and tell in school. So it's time for us to now do show and tell. And I'm going to start with myself very briefly because we have a lot to do. So I am an educational leader, and I thought, how can I depict what I do, my journey in education? So I'm going to start by the way I'm dressed today. I am dressed as an African queen. We are Africans. We are trying to decolonize the mind. I'm a proud African. And that's why I'm dressed like this. I'm going to speak about creativity in my dressing as well, because actually it's a bad hair day for me as well. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to put on a turban and I'm going to be the
Absolutely.
African queen. That is creativity. I have this band because I'm an educational leader, and I see myself as that force that holds things together. I hold things together. We say it all the time, everything rises and falls on leadership. So with this band, it shows that I'm the one, as the overall leader, and I train because I'm a leader that develops other leaders. I train all our leaders to be that, holding everything together. Quickly, another thing that represents me is everybody, hopefully everybody likes their coffee, is the lead of this coffee, bottle of coffee. The lead reminds me of the law of the lead. Any leader, any owner, any teacher who is not developing themselves, they're going to be a lead on the progress that the companies and their organizations and their, that they can, you're going to be, you're going to limit everything that. So we must continue to study and also just learn. I'm a lifelong learner. Finally, this fragrance, I love fragrances. And for me, this fragrance represents the aroma, the fragrance of the African teacher. It stands for the fragrance of a well-trained teacher that teaches a culturally relevant curriculum. And then we're able to, make sure that our children can shine anywhere they go in the world. That's me as an educator and as a leader. Now, Mrs. Kanayo, I'm sure you have your show and tell item. What item would you like to show us? And just tell us briefly about it.
Okay, so I have a photo here.
Ooh.
That's me and my husband, Kanayo. Kanayo is from Delta State,
Hey.
Asaba.
Oh.
And I love it when I'm home.
Oh,
So this is in 2017, and we were building a school, which is now Freedom International School. Africa is the first Afrocentric and IB World School. And we didn't know what we were doing. You never know. You're just following the vision from God that you need to settle. You need to build an institution that will show others how you can bring together African heritage and global education. And this picture always reminds me of that.
Oh.
Then it's a motivator. Anyone who is a visionary and has founded something knows what I'm saying by you don't know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, but you don't know what you're doing. So you know the end point you need to reach, you don't know the path. But you go. Then the other, I hope all teachers, I just quickly do it, but I have a love heart in my office, but I wasn't able to access it today, but I've drawn it. And I really mean this, and I'm even known for this. And thank God, leadership, then others follow the leadership. You cannot be a teacher if you do not have love in your heart. You're wasting children's time. You must have love. You must love children. You must love people. With that love, you don't care the capacity of the child. There is no good or bad child. They are all great. Because you are going to make it your responsibility to find out the greatness in every child, the capacity in every child, and it's your responsibility to make it grow. So I have found teaching so beautiful, so sweet, so passionate because of love. And if you
Oh,
can
I
love,
love
you'll
that.
be a successful teacher. Leave all those other things. Oh, I'm great in maths. I'm what? Even the Bible says, without love, you're just noise. Big gong,
Absolutely.
gong, 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 gong.
Loud
So without
sounding
love,
cymbal.
and I'm sure it's in every religion or philosophy, without love, you're wasting time. And let me tell you, do not waste the time of an African child. The world has already put us at the bottom. It has
Absolutely.
orchestrated that Africans are at the bottom, yet we are the greatest.
Mm.
So you must now use that fire in you to lift the children. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. We are the greatest. Can I see in the chat? We are the greatest. Can I see in the chat? We are the greatest.
That's why we are called the motherland. We are the mother of everything.
We are the motherland.
We are the motherland. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mrs. Kanayo. That's so touching. Love conquers all. Love is
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So I'm then going to go to the questions and I will start. You've kind of alluded to it already. What inspired you? And as you said, visions evolve. You think you know, but then as you go on, you continue to find out the next stage and the next step. So, what inspired you to start your school? And how has the vision evolved over time?
Yes. We initially were never to start a school. We lived in UK. We were living in Cambridge, where I did my postdoctoral. I was even an academic at the greatest university in the world, Cambridge. But what carried my heart was the children in Africa in our research. So God was setting me up because we'd come back to Africa. Remember, I'm in the UK, I'm an African, but I'm coming as an academic from a foreign university. So I'm half and half. But seeing how the realities are on the ground for our children touched my heart. And I broke all research protocols. I started giving them food. I didn't care. Oh, don't get involved with the research. I don't. So now I'm no longer a really good academic or researcher. I'm getting emotional. So to cut the long story short, God used my husband because he's the one who said we must go back to Africa. He was working for Hewlett Packard. He's a senior software engineer. So we quit our jobs, came back home to grow the scholarship program. So we were not starting a school. But when we came on the ground to deal, before we were just sending money, but now we are here face to face with these children and we are talking to them and we realize we did not come all the ways, risk everything, put our things on a ship to talk monosyllables with children. How are you? I'm fine. No question from them. They fear us. They fear the world. Poverty has worked on them. So we said we are going to mentor them. We were not having a school. We are going to mentor them in the different schools that they are in. And we call that mentorship for freedom. And we need to decolonize minds. You need to know that the way you are as an African, you're great. You're the greatest. You're the motherland. Everything started from this continent. You're the seed. The seed cannot now be there. It's being treated like it was never there. So that's what made us. And okay, when we saw the transformation of the children, that's what I was saying. When you said quickly, what can be done quickly for education? I said decolonize the mind by telling you the truth. Like in Nigeria, do you know that there was a Benin wall which is greater and longer than the wall of China? Do you know I have read that the Levites, you could only be the Levite by DNA. It traces down to Igbo. It traces down to a tribe in South Africa. I'm forgetting the name. It's not Zulu, but I thought I tried to Google it. It has been removed. I tried to look for that again. It's no longer there. Please go and Google. So you find that there's so much that is not there, which can empower you if you just know how great you are. You will never look down on yourself. So then we said, this thing is so powerful. Let us take it to the Ministry of Education and say, we can design mentorship curricula for the whole of Kenya, for the whole of Africa, and African children will start changing. African teachers will start changing. Oh, there was no money. So my husband said, we are going to grow old waiting for people to fund our dreams. We are going to set up a school with the money we have, with the inheritance we have, because we had a land as a wedding present, and that is why we're in Kenya. We just set up to put the mentorship program into action, to show the world what is possible. Lo and behold, 8 years later, we are not only an Afrocentric school, but we are Afrocentric and global. And we are the first IB world school that is really pushing for culture to come back in the classroom. Now, that is why we started.
Fantastic. I'm so impressed. Thank you so much. I hope Mr. Kanayo is on this call. I hope so.
He's finishing up with a call. He'll be here. Let him come and say hello to his people. Since 99% of here are my fellow Nigerians.
Yes, my husband is from Delta. You know, my husband says all the time that the wise men from the East in the Bible, they are actually from Igbo land, from the East. I'm like,
he's right. He has the truth, but he'll be told, where is that? How can it be an African? Want the pictures shown to us white? You know, when you enter Asaba, let me tell you, if you know Asaba very well, from the airport as you're entering, there is a big monument there, which will discount what your husband is saying, because you'll be told, but we have been shown white people are the ones who brought all these things. And the truth is the opposite, but I'll not get so political in anything, but just know that Africans, if you got into your truth, Nigeria, you're the greatest. You're the greatest. I'm telling you, even your power is there. A Nigerian talks, people are like, hey, wisdom, everyone is wise, everyone is clever. I'm like, what? This is a nation that can change the world.
That's what AfriTeach is about. And I'm sure you're talking. That is why, that's the vision behind this. And myself and the co-founders, we were just, you know, we know the strength we have. We know our history, and we know the change that we can bring across the world. And our African children must understand who they are and hold their heads up high. And that is, and we in education, we're blessed because it's a vehicle that we can use for changing the mind. You know, so that's really what AfriTeach is about. Thank you so much for that. I'll just take one more question, and because I'm still with all the other panelists. So, what challenges are unique to running a private school? Because on this call, you'll have private school owners, you know, you'll have teachers. What challenges are unique to running a private school in Kenya? And how have you been able to navigate them?
Okay. I think, first of all, is the assumption that private schools don't need support. You are a private school, so you have the resources, surely.
You have all the resources.
Why are you a private school? Instead of being seen as, oh, this is a partner who has supported the education landscape of the country, the education burden of the country, and has offered a service. So as we are empowering public schools, maybe giving them books, giving them opportunities for training, even the private schools should be considered. But in Kenya, private schools are seen as you're private, so you have all the resources that you need, sort yourselves out. So then the private schools come together and form an association, which we are part of, Kenya Private Schools Association, which is a mouthpiece for us, but you can imagine it can't really impact as deep if as much as government, as if it were government. If it was government working with us directly. The association itself is a mouthpiece, but it becomes more theory than implementation. So I believe maybe it's the same in Nigeria, where we are saying like, you're private, sort yourselves out. I don't like. In our school, we even have 25% of our students are on scholarship. So we ask them to also apply for government funding, whatever the amount that comes through. But they are told, why did you bother going to private school if you would need funding? But surely a child is a child. This child, God has opened the door for them to go to a private school. So receive more exposure, but it doesn't diminish that they're coming from the same lack as somebody who went to a public school. So just that lack of support in terms of exposure and maybe some material support is what I can say is a big challenge.
Thank you so much. And it's so heartwarming in a funny way that we're going through the same things, because really that's what we always ask the government for as well in Nigeria.
Yes.
We are partners.
Thank you.
We are partners.
Yes.
A
Yes.
Nigerian child is a Nigerian child. Because if you're in the private school, if you're in the public school, what we want is for every child to fulfill their highest potential. Whatever advantage they have, they run with it. We're talking about equity, equality, all those things, but it is, so just that support so that we're able to do more with our children, So that is, I'm glad that we're not alone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mrs. Kanayo, I will come back to you soon, but I'm just going to go to the other panelists. Can we just
Thank you so much.
Applause for her, please?
Thank you for having me.
The chats. A round of applause. And I said the claps, the flowers. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Here is Mr. Kanayo.
Oh,
just to show his face.
My Delta, please.
Asking.
My Delta brother. I'm married to a Delta man.
He's so good.
Yeah,
he is amazing. And I'm not just saying it for camera. Everyone
Thank you for the support to Mrs. Kanayo. Thank you for all you do.
He's so good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bless you.